telling you that about I don't know where I was. Okay, let it be.
Okay, you don't know where you are. Okay, okay, okay,
Okay, so
okay.
tell me, just I'm asking you about your Diwali. So, how did you enjoy your Diwali with your?
Actually, my Diwali was really very great, fantastic, right? I celebrated with my family, right, with my neighbor, and also with my children, with my husband, right? So it was very, very good. And we distributed a lot of sweets and we cracker a lot of like fuljadi like this, right? And I made rangoli. Okay, I have made rangoli in front of the gate. Okay, and I celebrated with very fun, right? And in the evening, we worshipped together with my family, right? And then we burn a lot of clay lights, right? And in this way, we just celebrated, and it was really very good for me. So, how was you, Diwali?
Yeah, it was very fantabulous. You can say remarkable. Just because I went there and I enjoyed a lot of with my family and even my.
I'm doing many things, right? Which I did in my past, right? Like listening, speaking, reading, writing, right? And thinking, mirror technique. I am following all the things still,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And yeah, because I know everything is very important, right? If you are, if you want to really speak in English very well, right? So you have to follow everything, right? And all parts are really very like significant in our speaking as well. By reading you can get a lot of fluency, right? And you can correct a lot of like grammatical part, right? And also you can find a lot of vocabulary, right? And by reading, what will happen with you, you can correct your grammar, right? And you can think in a logic way, right? And listening, if you are going to listen, you can get a lot of things from other people, because there is a lot of YouTuber and who is really very good in English language, right? So I always try to listen all those videos, right? Who is really very good speaker, right? And also I am following speaking. So speaking, I speak as much as I can, right? So in this way I'm just doing. And one thing is always I'm trying to do like shadowing technique, right? Like imitating. If I'm going to watch any video, then I try to repeat that word. I listen one word, one sentence attentively, and then spot on I try to listen. So in this way I'm just doing. And reading is nowadays I'm very fond of reading habit. So I want to improve my reading habit so that I can inculcate a lot of vocabulary in my head, right? So
Great.
thoroughly I'm doing. And I am feeling now I am very comfortable in it. Earlier it was not like that, right? I had a lot of fear, embarrassment, hesitation if I was talking with someone, right?
Yeah, but
For me, right, for me it is really very beneficial, right? And it is giving me miracle result for me, right?
great, great.
I would say it's a really very great, interesting technique. If you are following, then you can get a lot of changes in your speaking, right? A lot drastically changes.
You suggest them how can they learn and how can they can be like they wanted.
Yes, for beginner, if I would say, firstly, if you are learning and it becomes like only 1 week, 15 days like this, right? So don't go for hurry, right? Don't go for rush, because you can't learn anything only in 1 day. It will take time. So you must have patience for it, right? And try to do all the things like listening, speaking, reading, writing, right? And if you have enough time, then you can do all the thing. Otherwise, if you don't have enough time, then you can do only two things, right? Like listening and speaking. It is also giving you a lot of like beneficial for you. It will help you a lot for learners, right? So you can do only two things like listening and speaking. This is really very very important part for speaking, right? And try to listen always English content, right? And if you are listening uh, any content in English language, then you have to listen attentively so that you can grab all the things, right?
Yes,
What are they actually? What are they talking to each other actually, right? And in this way,
right.
you can inculcate a lot of thing in your mind, right? And after this, like later on, you can elaborate your thought in your own word, right? Like
Right, right.
if you have watched any videos, right, then later on you have to elaborate your thought in your own word, right? What are they saying actually, and what are what have you listened, right? So in this way you can just elaborate your thought and try to do all the thing, because it is not giving us good results only in like 1 week, 15 days like this. No, that is not possible for anybody, right? And if you are doing your work with ceaselessly continuously, then you can get a lot of benefit from it, right? And so in this way people can do, right? Because it is not giving you good results just because of 1 day, right? But if you are doing your work with determination, dedication, every single day without skipping, then you can find a lot of like result, good result, positive results.
Yeah, yeah, you're absolutely right, and I think you have spoken truth, and it's true. If you do like a hard work, if you do practice more and more, the more you speak, the more you learn. Someone said like this quote to quotes. So I think the practice makes the man perfect. So I think it's true, and I do the same thing whatever you have told me. So nowadays I'm just polishing my language, just because sometimes I make mistake like my pronunciation as well my like rhythm. Sometimes I speak like very fast like sometimes I speak little bit low like this. But nowadays I'm improving myself day by day everything, just because I know how to make English make sentence. I know how to make like different sentences. But nowadays, if I talk about me, and like almost people, they are trying to speak like a British accent, on this group. But I think, but I want to learn English language, my accent in Indian accent, but I like, and my native speaker, my not native language, just because you can say my native language is Hindi. So I like to
Yes,
speak my native language and Indian accent in English language. That's it about me.
for Indian speaker, right? When I get free time, so I always prefer to listen Indian speakers, because I am able to understand, right? Is what,
Yeah,
right? That is the reason. Yeah.
yeah, you're absolutely right. So,
Hmm.
what do you think about English language? So, like without grammar, without knowing grammar, it is possible to learn. It is possible to speak English language or not?
Yes, without grammar, you can learn English. You can speak English actually, right? No need. Actually, initially, no need to go for firstly grammar, right? Just go for listening and speaking, right? Initially, if you go for grammar, you can like dissect it for yourself, right? And you can feel monotonous, and you
Yeah.
can feel about yourself, no, I'm not able to learn, because in grammar part there is many rules available, right? And
Mhm.
people are going firstly grammar part, so they cannot learn, right? But initially you should go for listening and speaking. Later on you can move ahead in grammar part as well. But yes, grammar is important for moving ahead and advanced level, right? Because
Right, right.
yeah, in English language everything is important, like grammar part, listening, speaking, reading, writing, everything. But yes, initially no need to learn grammar. Yeah.
Great, great. So, if you don't mind, so ma'am, you have any question like another question? So, please, can you ask me?
No, I don't have another question. If you want to upload this video on your channel, you can record, you can upload, right? And another session I am going to talk with you for my channel, right?
Okay. So, when will talk like when will it catch up another session?
Okay, after 2 or 3 days, right?
Okay.
Okay. After 2 or 3 days, we can talk, right?
Okay, I think it was a nice conversation with you, and I'm glad of you just because you received my call.
Yeah.
And thank you.
I'm
Bye,
also
ma'am.
yeah, bye bye. Thank you so much. Bye.